It's the Boom Podcast, the Boom Podcast. We speak the truth, we're built to last. It's the Boom Podcast, the podcast. Eddie, 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 Wayne, Wayne, Wayne.
Happy New Year to you and the family.
Man, likewise, man, to y'all.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So, what brings you in today, Howard, man? It's been a minute since we seen you on the scene, man. So, what brings you to Las Vegas, man?
Man, first off, man, it was an Uber. But, no, man, I said I had to come back to the city. I had to come back, man. Just got done with CES 2025. And if you don't know what that is, man, it's the Consumer Electronics Show, man, where it's, all the hottest, latest technology that's all out that's either going to help you, benefit you, and, either construct something that you're going to be doing in life. But not even as that, man, also had to come back to my city, my hometown.
Yes, sir.
But not even as that, man, where it all started with the love for this thing that I call technology that's all around. But,
yeah,
man, just, I guess, went all full circle.
Yeah, bro, man, I just want to, commend you, excuse me. I want to commend you for all your success that you've had, you know what I'm saying, lately, man. I know that when you first started off in this run, that it didn't pan out like right off the back for you. It wasn't just a slam dunk off the rip, and that you really had to put some work and some grind into it, to build up your name. And just to see you hit me up in my inbox and tell me, do I want to go, to a show, man, to go see some celebrities, backstage and hands-on and be hands-on with them like that, shows me the elevation, you know what I'm saying? Like you're being respected on a certain level. So, while we're talking about it, man, I know you started off in music at first, man. So what made you venture from doing music to going into the VR world and the meta world?
Well, man, it actually was a emerging aspect. I call it that. It was back in 2021. I just got my headset around Christmas time, and I was sitting there just going with a whole just music route in there, and I came across. Shout out to the homie Unemployed Alcoholic. It was a comedy club.
Right.
Came in a comedy club. And this metaverse that was in Horizon Worlds. Came across it, and I don't do stand up a little bit. I get my cousin's wheelchair and I stand up out of it. But before that, man, I was just sitting there going with the mic and just doing some of my music, from my speaker. And he came upon. He was like, "Man, hey, you can do a show in here." And I was on one of the first musician showcases that he did on there.
Okay.
And that right there, that showed me, because I already did the music thing, being out here in Vegas, being out here with Team Fuse.
Yeah, man, because that's where I know you from. I know HT702, you know what I'm saying?
And that's my title. Everybody who knows me in the metaverse, that's my whole tag. I say, it's your boy HT. Howard 702 is get tripping like a kid untied shoes. And not even just with that, I incorporated what I did on the music scene all out here from being in Vegas and from chasing that format. I made a formula, and with that formula, I started doing shows in the metaverse, started doing concerts at that, sold out concerts, but not even just that, I was able to construct a plan to make music in the metaverse.
And is that fall back on the metaverse content creation type thing?
No, it actually was. This was before the content creation. This was still just on the grind method of what can be done with this music thing in the metaverse, because it wasn't showcased like that besides a couple of artists being on there saying oh, hey, come check out this show or so that I'm doing. But it wasn't shows being done. It wasn't artists being around. It wasn't a term of a meta artist yet.
Right.
And I feel we come from the generation now, especially the generation I was in with this, we created meta artists.
Okay.
And,
well, I need you to explain to me the difference between the meta artist and meta content creation. What is meta content creation?
Well, meta content creation will be more of what will bring you to to the metaverse. So you will see more content how you see on YouTube about oh, hey, check out this brand, check out me drinking this Coke, or you see now with the metaverse, you see, hey, check out me playing as Batman.
Okay.
Or hey, come out and you can do meditation, or so you could go to Paris without having to take a flight.
Right.
You're scared of planes. You can sit here and get on a simulation where it has you, you're in the air.
Right.
And that what brings about the content creation with VR. I say just in virtual reality. The music aspect, metaverse artists. The aspect with that now is more, I said earlier, with that grind method. You are showcasing a skill. You're showcasing something that you want to have branded instead of bringing more awareness to. Because a lot of content creation that is on the metaverse now is bringing more people to get on the headset.
Okay. So explain to me what the Howard Hour Live is. Like, is that a part of the meta creation?
Yes, that is actually one of the first installments that I started saying about doing content creation with this with the Howard Hour. It started off basically, I mean, like I learned from like cats like you with other Team Fuse format when we used to do the radio station back in the day, the Bad Boys in Sin City.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it started off as like a metaverse radio station format. Like I was on there on like late night factors, like trying to be on my Keith Sweat stuff with my chest hair out. And the whole crazy part.
Too exotic for me. He's just too exotic.
But with the Howard Hour, it came about. My thing is, everybody is a somebody, and a lot of times when we have people, come through the stations or so, they have never had like a sense of direction to go where's the station. Like a lot of artists that came through, or a lot of people wanted to build up, and that always left me intrigued because we are all putting on this headset.
Right, so it's like basically a world of equality. There's no big me's, no little U's, no little I's.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the same level. You could be a giant if you want to. You could be Godzilla if you want to, basically.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be a problem because if the next person could be Godzilla too.
That's what I feel like the Howard Hour, how that came more with the content creation side, that show this is just going way beyond just staying with VR, because like I told you, it started off as an entertainment factor of like, I'm just doing this at late night, to the late night factor I was bringing it now. I incorporate like brands like Arsenio Hall or Dave Letterman. It's a late night show format I do now where I'm talking to them individuals who I'm learning about their journey. I wanted to know what brought you into the metaverse. And not even just that, with that incorporation with the metaverse, I met many entities on here that don't even just stay strictly into the metaverse. Like I said, I had Kevin Winston on my show, who, if you now know, he's one of the writers with X-Men 97, the Grammy, Emmy nominated show now.
Yeah.
But it all started with a format of hearing their journey, and a journey that brought them to a place of tethering, how I call it, because this thing is all connected. And like how you were saying earlier, it's all about, you can all do it. We're all doing it. But it's about what structure you can do it too.
Now that brings me to my next question. How did you become a VR influencer in the metaverse?
Man, that's a good question. It all started, with the show format, because one of my things on there, I got over 400 shows in the metaverse. And with that, with my avatar, one of the first things you always see, I have green hair and blue, I got green hair and blue beard. And one of the crazy things, I always incorporate those colors into everything I do. So that always landed me into, like, if you ever see me, you'll see those colors. But from that, I was able to start to do shows. With these shows, I was able to start meeting different, different type of people and all that showed me, like, about content creation.
Basically, how to level it up, kind of. Huh?
Yeah, almost, almost so say, like, hey, you're doing this with it. Let's bring it to, like, again, like you're saying now, a different level. But with that different level, it was a different type of, with content creation now, because not everybody is sitting here just watching you be on the VR. They're not going to just sit here and watch you being on the headset.
Right.
So with that, I started learning about, uploading my videos and stuff that I'm recording from the inside and bringing it to a IRL, like, perspective. And when I say IRL, I mean in real life, but having the POV shown.
IRL. This nigga, his terminology is crazy.
But like
IRL is crazy. That's nasty word. That's nasty word in real life, nigga. It's you IRL. You IRL niggas just getting on my nerves. Y'all in real life, nigga. We over here doing something totally different. You know what I'm saying?
But with the whole, like, the content creation part with it, it started showing that, again, just like how we'll watch a cat streaming or so on their computer, you will have people sit here and watch you doing virtual reality, because a lot of people are not accessible to having a headset. So, just like how we used to do when we was little, we watch, cats play Madden, cats play, the latest games and all that. This was that type of avenue that was starting to build up.
No doubt. Well, being an artist in the metaverse, can you tell me some of the pros and cons that come with that?
Man, I say one of the pros, you can blow up. You can blow up big. And I say, right off the back door, con with that, you can get swallowed up to like a night in Vegas. You feel me? And it's not even in a good
like
way.
Like a night in Vegas.
But I say not in a good way.
That was crazy.
Because this is a expanding universe. And when I say with that, you're going to have everybody trying to find that next gold chip that's in it, because a lot of artists that's starting off in the metaverse are building up a traction, but they don't know which way to go with it. But then a lot of, I'll say like a lot of mainstream now is coming into the metaverse, and that is highlighting and basically bringing it different renaissance, basically showing it like, hey, this is the music that's in here now.
Right.
Instead of, no, this is what came from the outside to come onto the headset, instead of like what the meta artist was on there doing originally.
Okay. Well, listen, man, we got a lot of people tuning in. We got a lot of followers also that's going to watch this, man. So for our viewers and our kids that are paying attention, man, what if you got a kid that's starting off in the metaverse and he's having a hard time and he's struggling with it and he wants to give up? Give us some words of encouragement that you can tell the youth right now to stay connected in the metaverse.
Man, I say stay consistent with the learning of it. It's just like a brand new computer that you never had. You're gonna have certain obstructions that's gonna sit there and like get in your way. You're gonna have certain constructions that's gonna help you build a way. But also just stay learning insight with it. You're not gonna learn everything in one day with it, but still in the same long run, you're not gonna go into it not knowing what you didn't know before. And that's what I love about, like I said, with this aspect about with the metaverse. It is a open-ended platform that either you can want to decide to stay in, or you just gonna let it take over.
Right.
And I mean, this generation that's around now, I say no, stay on top of it. I mean, they have games in there that you could develop. They have not even just that. They have entertainment factors, fashion, art, and even movies. Like if you want to sit there and be a filmmaker, there's many ways that you can sit there and incorporate metaverse into like and growing up.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, before I let you get up out of here, man, let me get some shout outs from you, man. Some people that you want to shout out that you give a care about in this world.
Man, well, first off, I gotta say the man that's behind the camera, man. Shout out to Eddie Fuse. I say I'm just laughing, man. Known this man for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I say, excuse me. Just like how somebody was one of the first ones to give me a jump in the metaverse. This man was one of the first ones to give me a jump with my music thing. And I say again, I was always the weird outcast one. No Andre. But that incorporated me. I said, some people
that's what made you unique, though. You know, a lot of different ways. What a lot of people didn't see, I saw early in you, and I believed in you early. You know what I'm saying? And I was encouraging you to keep doing the things you're doing right now, bro. And you know, that's why I say it's a different type of smile that I get from seeing you be successful in the metaverse, because I saw this spark a long time ago. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like when you plant a seed, bro. You might not check on that seed all the time, you know, see how that seed growing and how it's grooming. But then you might turn around and look up and it's a whole weed, it's a whole bush, it's a whole tree. It didn't develop into a palm tree, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, man, you just never know people's capabilities or where they might be going in this life, in this thing called life, you know what I mean? And I just want to commend you, bro, for staying down, man, and, you know, keep following your dreams, man. Keep chasing your goals, man. Keep being ambitious. Keep encouraging the people around you. Keep encouraging the youngsters that are around you as well, because our youth is kind of misguided right now. We need some soldiers around us. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I appreciate you stopping through the Boom Podcast. This your man, Eddie Fuse, man. It was love. And I'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yes. And I can leave everything with others. Leave one thing like this. I'm living proof you can do this. Nobody can tell you how much you can bring to the table besides you. You look in the mirror with you, you wake up with you, you go to sleep with you. Everybody is a somebody. Your presence is a presence. And remember, man, we got to make this shit blow up like a lake. I mean, not like a lake, but get big like Ricky Lake. It's going to flood the streets like a lake, you know, but that's something that we just got to wait on. But, man, up until next time, this your boy HT. I was 702. Let's get tripping like a kid, untied shoes. Thank y'all for rocking with me, because I rock with you. Let's go.